Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we got to talk about your credit score. We have to improve it, and that's what we do around here. We're back with it, so stay tuned and welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. Tifosi Optics. Check. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. Welcome back. That's right. We don't stop. I'm mobile, and we're going to talk a little credit right now because I have a little time on my hands. Let's talk about it. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you know I always put this image on the screen to show you what you have to worry about with regard to your credit score. Number one, the 35 percentile, which is hefty, is your on-time payments. That needs to be at 99% to 100%. If you miss a payment, your credit score drops dramatically, and that's because it's 35% of your score. It's no mystery, all right? So you know that you need to have on-time payments. How do you help yourself? By having more than 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 accounts. What we want to do is get you up to 10 accounts, at least 10. If not more, and you don't have to charge on your cards or charge on your credit, your store cards. All you have to do is get the cards, let them report every month. You don't need to charge anything, but I would recommend you charge $10 in gas or $20 in groceries, $20 in gas, just to utilize your card. And then when you get home, you just pay it off immediately. That keeps your number 2 debt utilization low. 30% of your score. As long as your debt utilization is under 29%, then you are good. But the ideal number is to be at 9% or less. If you're trying to get into the 700s, mid 700s and up, you want your debt utilization really to be under 7%. That's it. Credit is a tool, ladies and gentlemen, and debt utilization and on-time payments, well, let's just say that's 65% of your credit score. So that is highly important. So some of you might be saying about now, okay, that sounds easy, but I'm going to give you another proposal. When you're getting credit, you're wasting a lot of time getting credit, and you don't own the credit agency. You're paying interest if you carry over any monthly debt on these cards. What about switching it up and making yourself the bank? Wouldn't that be easier? Imagine you sit there and say, well, I want to take out $1,000, and then you just borrow against yourself and pay yourself back. And how about at a lower interest rate like 1%? Some of you may already know what I'm talking about. You be the bank, but that requires you to use your money to invest in something else. Down below in the description, get your Celsius network link. I'm not going to say anything else right now. You can search the channel for crypto. Get your Celsius network link. That's all I can say right now. So then that way you can start thinking about you being the bank instead of you asking for credit. Once you're the bank, no credit check, no qualifications, because now you have assets, which means you have wealth. And you can borrow against your assets, ladies and gentlemen. So now, with that prelude over, let's get back to the business at hand. All right? So we're going to be talking about the next 15% on your credit score. That is your on-time payment length of history. So 7 years on average or more Keeps you in that sweet spot, mid 750s and up. It'll keep you there over time. So that's where you got to get the age. But that does not stop you from getting a 700 plus credit score. All I'm saying is, keep in mind, age matters. So there's a lot of you who are sitting here going, okay, Eric, I get that. But what you're not getting is this. Let's say you have an age already of 8 years. Then all of a sudden you start applying for new credit cards, and you get a new credit card and some other store cards. All of a sudden your age comes down, because when you get a new credit card, your age for that card starts over. So I'll give you an example. I could have one card. It's 8 years old. So my credit age is 8 years. But now I go get a new card. Since it's new, the two cards combined is now 4 years. You see how that works? It's an average. So that's why when people say, well, should I get cards all at the same time? Well, if you can get cards all at the same time, by all means do it, because they'll grow old together. And that's what we want, right? That's how we want to do it. Now, let's talk about no hard inquiry, because that is the theme in 2021. Down below in the description, we have several options. There's a Tomo credit card. It's out. No credit check, no qualifying. We also have self-lender credit strong. No credit check, no qualifying. They are installment trade lines though, so therefore they will not give you debt utilization, but they give you everything else. All right? And with self-lender, you have a bonus. Once you start in their program, you get a savings account, and you can move part of your savings account over to a secured credit card, which will help you with your debt utilization and all the other 5 buckets that you see on the screen. All right? So again, that's how we're going to start this conversation with getting your credit on track. Just look down below in the description. I have the X1 credit card. That's going to be coming out. It's a wait list. I also have the Grow Credit. That also can help you when you're paying your bills. You can find out more about it in the description down below. Please use the links. Now, let's get down to the 10% of your credit score. All right? Now, new mix of credit. So you heard me talk about self-lender, installment trade line. You heard me talk about self-lender with their secured credit card. Mind you, again, those are revolving trade lines when you have a credit card. When you have a car payment and a mortgage, that's installment trade lines. Secured credit card and credit cards are revolving trade line. That helps you with your debt utilization. But any new credit is 10% of your credit score. So again, you get a new credit card or new credit added to your credit score, that's 10% bonus. So when you start adding things up, you can easily see what is going on. And then that's the mix. That's the credit mix. All of it matters, ladies and gentlemen. And what you want to do is use credit as a tool. You don't want to incur debt. Pay it down fast as possible. That is the key. And with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, this is short and sweet, but we're back talking about credit because why? You guys made it so because I put a poll under the community tab, and number 1, credit improvement and credit repair. And next up will be credit repair. We're going to talk about it next video. Stay tuned. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. And that's why when it gets harder, people start going into their credit cards, trying to find credit, personal loans to pay off the debt. Pay debt with debt. We're not trying to do that, ladies and gentlemen. So what else can we do? Make money. Get those streams of income. And with all that said, keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.